Hey guys, today is day 6 of Millionaire MBA. So day 6 is called Habits and Systems. And habits are very, very fundamental. I'm just gonna put that out there. They're very fundamental because everybody has them. And if you don't have a habit, then I'd like to meet you because you're very, very diverse. So anyways, what was learned today was that habits form the basis of our behavior. That successful habits equals successful results. Successful people control their habits. They don't let their habits control them. And the habit of delegation with the importance of repeatable systems. So I'm just going to go through my notes. And my notes are, my notes says, these are from the audio, and the first thing I wrote down was, focus on creating new business and income producing assets. So for me, I am creating a new business and income producing assets. Well, I really don't have that, so I think I'll pass. And once I have savings, I probably like really great savings, then I'll probably do that, like stocks and lottery and gambling and all the good stuff. Real estate, I don't know. Okay, the next one is it's the way they behave at all times that determines success. Now behavior is like action. It's kind of like action, but like behavior is kind of like doing it, you know? You're acting, you know? You're like an actor. You're just acting, and you're playing your role, and you're playing a part, and you're doing a play. So behavior, if you want to be rich, if you want to be successful, then you must behave like you're rich and successful. So in order to do that, you'll have to have a certain swagger. You have to be, well, obviously you have to be very positive. You have to be on top of things. You have to be focused. You have to be confident. You have to have self-belief. You have to have all the necessary things in your belief system that accounts for success and wealth. So for me, behaving as if I was wealthy and successful would mean that I would be, well, my clothes would be nicer looking. They wouldn't be, you know, like a white t-shirt or whatever. They have to be clothes that would make me feel socially and help, so like finer clothing, like towards like my style that's more finer and more nicer. So that'll give me like a feel for having a rich and a wealthy, successful life. And I also think behaving as what else would there be? I don't know, I just have a sort of swagger. I just have this belief, you know, that no matter what, I am what I am, you know? I am successful, I am wealthy. So you gotta have that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see. The next thing on the list is they must use their mental strength rather than letting their habits control them. And this was a repeat of the beginning. So you gotta have mental toughness. You know, everything starts up here. Everything starts from the thought, and whatever you put out is what you get back. So I guess you need to really be clear on what you want and have the strength and the courage to only do that. Now, that is harder said than done. And basically, you have to keep the incoming bribes to the minimum. You cannot get bribed by an enticing offer, an enticing. It's kind of like you offering a ice cream to your friend. You can't bribe your friend. You can't bribe yourself, you know. Like your friend just want to give you ice cream, but you're lactose intolerant, you know. So it's like, I know you're bribing me, but I gotta pass on that, you know. So that's what you have to do. I mean, you just have to keep your mental arena under check and have the strength to pass away the bribes. So that's what I got out of that. Let's see. Good habits such as how you plan your day, such as how you force yourself. Some things will you don't even feel like it. That does not make sense to me. I'm guessing she's saying like how you plan your day, like a habit of planning out your day, just writing down a list of what's got to be done and achieving them, crossing them out, making yourself feel good, having a habit of that. So you're always checking things off and getting things done and moving toward your purpose. But the next thing is something I don't get, is how you force yourself some things you don't even feel like, when you don't even feel like it. So when you don't feel like doing things, you just gotta force yourself to do it. You just got to, you know, just get out of the chair and take action, you know. Even when you're, you know, procrastinating and, you know, being lazy, you just gotta do it. And because if you delay what you're doing, then you're drifting. You're not working toward what you're wanting to do. So you can't drift like that. You got to force yourself to keep going, and that means staying focused. That means, oh man, that means you gotta be definite. You have to have a definite of purpose, and that means having a commitment and not letting anything else come through your mind except that one thing. And that one thing has to be the one thing in your mind, and that one thing has to be that passion. And you have to be passionate about that passion, so you're just overloadedly obsessed with that one passion. So that's my thoughts on that. Just having one thing on your mind and just repeatedly having that habit, you know. So that's a really good habit, and I think you'll have it eventually. I mean, because you're not going to give up until you have it, you know. So let's see. The next thing I have is identify your strengths and weaknesses and delegate. So So everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and delegation is basically passing on your task to another person who for me, I would want them who's better at that than me. For me, I'm not really good with like accounting, so once I start to like really reach a really big income level, like if I triple my income, I would definitely have to get an accountant, because I don't know how much I don't even know taxes really. All I did was just do the least possible with the tax stuff and turn that in, you know. So I really need, you know, that person who just fills that out, because I have so much stuff and I have so little time that, because I'm not good at that, and since I'm not good at that, I might as well pass it on to my accountant and me work on the other stuff that I'm good at. So that's one area in which I think I could do, because accounting is my weakness. So strengths for me would probably be, for my business, would be like emails and maybe packaging at the beginning, and then like researching other items to bring into US, and then like just basically computer work and making sure packaging is alright, getting everything organized, advertising, marketing, you know, all that good stuff. Although I'm not that great at advertising and marketing so far, so yet, but I'm sure I could learn more about it. So the next thing is called network and form relationships with as many people as possible. Oh, well, it says network and form relationships as many people as you can. So networking is kind of new to me. Well, yeah, it's kind of new to me. But like right now, right as of right now, networking for me is not that great. It's not that great because I don't ever get anybody's phone numbers. I don't ever, you know, just go up to a person and say, "Hi, my name is Arthur. What do you do? What do you do for a living?" You know, and like, you know, connect with that other person and get their story, get their info, you know, have harmonize with them, you know, be empathetic with them whenever possible, and be compassionate, you know. But like this sort of stuff is new to me. And my friend, he said that I was getting more outgoing. He was like, "Yeah, you're talking, you're going into a conversation with a group." So yeah, he would never have done that. Just go into a conversation like that. So I don't know. I know it's possible. I know I could do it. I just never had confidence in myself to really put myself out there, because I know right now my self-belief is just like skyrocketing right now, because I know that this can be my future. This could be really great, and this could be a big time a big time company, a big time name. So that's really rewarding and very. It kind of makes you want to be more passionate about it and stuff, and because you have all these items and products, and they look really beautiful and they're really unique, and you just gotta put it out there, you know. So, but you have to network and form relationships with people, and the only way to do that is through just doing it, just getting experience and just putting yourself out there, just connecting with people. And if you fail to connect with people, then move on with the next person, and with the next person, and with the next person. Don't get attached with people, just connect, you know, form a community, because really you're not really strangers, you're actually brothers and sisters, really. So that's what I got out of that sort of this topic. Let's see. The next one is learn how to explain what's in your head toward other people. So what we have is we have what we have in our head, but other people don't understand what we have in our head. So basically what you have to do is put your thoughts into words, and you gotta communicate to the other person, the other people, what you're thinking. And for me, that is quite a challenge for me. I can't say it's not a bad challenge. It's just a challenge, you know? It's just because I always grew up not just keeping to myself, just what should I say? I was on the shy side, like more bashful, but that shouldn't stop you. I mean, I have the capability to just communicate and speak my mind and prove myself to other people that what I'm thinking and what I'm saying is the truth, and you know, just have benefit of a doubt, you know. But you know, that's what you think. All that matters is what I believe, and you know. But everything is a reflection. Everything, when you look at another person, you're actually looking at yourself. You're actually looking at yourself. So it's got. If you were gonna talk to another, if you were gonna talk to yourself, you would talk to yourself like I was talking to you right now. Like, very pleasant, very harmonious, very, you know, like in a fun way, in an enjoyable way, in a loving way, that sort of thing. So when you're talking to somebody else, it's a total reflection of yourself. Is like a hall of mirrors. You're looking at yourself everywhere you look. To your right, to your left, to your back. That person smells like you, that person feels like you, that person sounds like you, you know. They are exactly the same person as you. So I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. So basically, you just gotta say what you gotta say in the manner you like to say it to yourself. So that's what I get out of that. Okay, and then you gotta learn how to explain it and breaking it down. So explaining it to other people, you know, just like how I said, you just gotta be very lovingly and compassionately, and you know, just put it out there, you know, just put it out there, you know. It may be crazy, but a lot of things came from crazy ideas, you know, so nothing to worry about there. And breaking it down, if you have to break it down, just break it down. Just go down small steps where they can understand it, where if they don't get it, just break it down for them. Break it step by step into sizable chunks that they will get a little bit of an understanding and understand you. So that's basically it for what I have today. It took me a while to do this and to actually turn on this, so it's like a victory for me, because I was really going to pass this up, but I did it and pulled through. But it is a little later in the day, but you know, I still did it, you know. But oh yeah, I still gotta do this thing. So the workbook is nothing. Well, I want to talk about the exercise. You got the positive habits, you got the negative habits. So what the exercise is identify 3 new habits that you can adopt and commit to, which will lead you toward greater success. And all of these are from the notes, because I didn't really want to do any thinking, so I just wrote down what I wrote down in the notes, because what I wrote down in the notes is very unique and authentic, and I thought would be very useful. So here it goes. Number 1 is learn to explain what's in your head and break it down to others. So that is explaining what's in my head and breaking it down for others, and just putting it out there, and just, you know, it's like, yeah man, yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. That's what's in my head. That's what I'm thinking. That's you know, I'm really passionate about it, you know. So yeah man, it's gonna be awesome. So the next thing, number 2 is force yourself to do things. So forcing yourself to do things is what I'm going to have to do, and that's the absolutely first step, is definiteness of purpose, in which you make a commitment to your cause, to your purpose, and you let nothing, no thing get in your way. You have that thought entirely in your head all the time. You have an obsession about that one thought, becomes like 24/7. You eat with it, you drink with it, you sleep with it, you play with it, you nurture it, you dream it. I mean, it is an all-consuming obsession. So that's what I'm talking about. And number 3 is use my mental strength. And the power of this with your mental strength is that you have thoughts. You have your own thoughts. Nobody can take those thoughts away from you. Nobody can like control your thoughts except you. You control your thoughts. And that's very powerful, because you are the masters of yourself. You bring meaning into life, because life is meaningless, and you actually bring meaning toward life, because everything is fundamentally neutral. It's what you put a belief into that makes it positive or negative. If you don't have a belief toward toward like a turtle, you're not gonna have a feeling toward it, positive or negative. Usually it's more of a positive thing because I like turtles. See, because I've seen a turtle before. But if you've never been to the country, I don't know, wherever foreign country you never heard of, you don't have a meaning for that. It's fundamentally neutral, is what you put into it. So, I don't know if this goes with this or not, but staying positive or negative would help with this. So, mental strength. How to use it in my business would be to not get bribed. It'll go with number 2. It's not to get bribed by your lower self. Not to get bribed by your lower self, but only act on your one consuming obsession. Because thoughts create things, or actually belief create things. So yeah, just use your mental strength. And I'm gonna use my mental strength because I have a higher understanding of this. And yeah, habits and systems. This is probably the most important chapter, or the important day of all the days, because habits are fundamentally what everybody has. And habits are very important. And I can't stress that enough. I wish I could talk more about it, but habits are very... I have a feeling that I'm going to be talking about this like 5 years from now. Like, I might even write it down in a book. I don't know, man. I might even be speaking about it. It's just, habits are everywhere, and if you're aware of them or not, they're vitally important. So yeah, I love this day, and it always reminds me of habits, because that's what the topics was. So anyways, I'm gonna have to go sleep and get some shut-eye, and I guess maybe I'll come back tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see. So see y'all there.